What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you haven't already, please subscribe as I drop content daily, go live daily. Stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always interested to know what you all got to say about these topics. And let's get into this work. As Rob Parker, one of the few mainstream sports analysis that I still have a modicum of respect for. He hit the nail on the head with this take, man. And I'm going to let y'all know, this particular topic that we're talking about is a little older, as Rob Parker made these statements about a week or two ago. But the Gilbert Arenas situation, where he made those very distasteful comments about South Sudan. I covered that, made a video about that topic if you want to go check out the catalog. Those comments that he made me really want to spin the block on this situation. Because, and I'm going to tell you all another thing. It was that situation, and then a situation that happened today where I was having a bit of a back and forth with Gilbert Arenas on Instagram. And I'll get into that part in just a second. But Rob Parker is, he made a statement as far as all of these NBA players, right? These former NBA players that have gotten into the podcast game, mainly to keep themselves relevant, but primarily to play protection programs for their peers and other NBA players. He don't like it, and nor do I. Because a lot of these dudes, they hang their hats on. Gilbert Arenas is probably the president of this club, but of those NBA players that say, oh, my opinion is valid because I played in the NBA and yours is not. A lot of these guys think that. And so they go start these podcasts with that frame of mind, and they end up being 100% total cap artists. I'm putting Gilbert Arenas' name on it because he's my number one suspect as far as being guilty of this situation. But there's plenty others. There's plenty others of guys that they just play protection program for their peers. And nonetheless, I gotta say, after this, again, Gilbert Arenas situation, that Rob Parker is 100% on the money. And he's essentially expressing views that I have. As Gilbert Arenas isn't the only NBA player that I've had a back and forth with at this point in my career. I went back and forth with Chris Copeland. I don't know if y'all even remember this dude, former NBA player, and I had an exchange with him, and we were discussing the in-season tournament. Because this dude, a former NBA player, right? Salute, people. It is Tony the Sorry. A former NBA player came out of his mouth and said the in-season tournament victory for the Lakers count as another championship for LeBron James. I'm dead at this man said that. And I made a video on it right after I had the back and forth with him. If y'all want to go check out that's in the catalog as well. And just because I was flabbergasted at a former NBA player saying that something such as the in-season tournament is something that counts as a championship just to play into the legenda. You know what I mean? The LeBron James do whatever I got to do to make myself look better agenda, even if it means colluding with the commissioner and making up a tournament that was purely fixed so that LeBron James could get the shine. I couldn't believe that Chris Copeland really came out of his mouth and said that. You know what I mean? When it was clear as day what the agenda was. But Gilbert Arenas is guilty of it too. Very much so Gilbert is. And I'm saying all that to say is that these dudes aren't credible, man. You know what I mean? They get up here and they play interference for the guys that they like, or just former NBA players, period, JJ Redick. And then when it comes to actually providing the audience with some substance, you never really get that. I used to enjoy Gilbert Arenas' podcast thoroughly. I thought, what is it, No Chill Gil or whatever it's called. When it first came out, I thought that, Gil was putting out good content, and I wasn't um, so disgusted, with his takes now. But now, again, Gilbert Arenas does whatever. He does whatever he has to do for clicks and views. Whether that's saying, LeBron James is the GOAT 1 minute or Michael Jordan is the GOAT the next. Literally, he's done that. Whether that's making distasteful, racist comments versus, let's be a buck, other black people in South Sudan. I just think that these dudes that come out as podcasters all of a sudden after having an NBA career, and thinking that's what validates them being a journalist or a guy that can talk sports is nonsensical. And shout out to Rob Parker for pointing it out, because these dudes need to be called out. You know what I mean? I was disgusted with Gilbert Arenas. We was on Instagram, and y'all can have y'all opinion about this, man. I'm gonna make a video about this because I could care less. But Noah Lyles, the Olympic runner that's performing in the Olympics right now, I believe he finished first in a race recently, and they highlighted it by showing a picture of this man with nail polish on. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care what y'all say. There's nothing masculine, manly about a guy wearing nail polish. It's no kind of message that you can send that justifies a male wearing nail polish. Now, if you into that, that's what you into. I'm gonna look at you crazy. You know what I mean? You can be flamboyant. What do they call that? Those guys, not misogynist, androgynous. You can be all of that. That's cool. But I draw the line not just at putting on wigs and dresses and makeup, but putting on nail polish. That's nasty work. And Gilbert Arenas was literally on Instagram justifying that, what Noah Lyles did. I can't stand for that. And this is another reason why, and I told Gilbert Arenas this. I'm like, this is why we can't go to y'all and expect real substance, and when you're giving your takes or opinions. You know what I mean? It's just like, how am I supposed to take Gilbert Arenas serious when he's out here? I mean, I guess this is opinionated. This is subjective, right? But I can't take Gilbert Arenas serious when he can't even stand on basic business. I'm sorry. There's nothing cool about a man wearing nail polish. And there was a character on a particular Instagram post that tried to play some interference for Gilbert Arenas by saying, "Oh, Gil is trolling." Well, I responded to him, Gil is 42 years old, bro. He's 7 years older than me. He's too damn old to still be trolling. Trolling, I mean, I'm gonna be 100. Trolling been played out, but if it was still in existence, it's for the shorties, for the little kids. The little dudes on the video games, Fortnite. Those are the dudes that's supposed to be trolling. Not a 42-year-old man with grown kids and a quote-unquote credible journalist due to his NBA experience. Like at some point, you got to stop, bro. If you want to be taken serious, you got to take yourself serious. But again, I just can't agree with Rob Parker enough. A lot of these dudes that jump into the podcast game, they're really ruining the game, right? They really are ruining it, because you got a lot of people that listen to Gilbert Arenas or JJ Redick, right? And then they run around the NBA world or the sports world regurgitating what these, I'm trying to be diplomatic, what these guys, that'd be nice. They're regurgitating exactly what these guys are saying, and it makes the whole sports dialogue weird and murky, because the guys that's supposed to be credible are the ones putting out the craziest takes, the most nonsensical takes. And so I'm just, shout out to Rob Parker once more. I love it when the mainstream, lamestream guys reiterate my points, because a lot of times I get ridiculed, you ain't playing the NBA, you ain't woo woo woo. But I'm like, bro, look, the NBA players are saying the exact same thing I'm saying. I don't have connections into the NBA world. I don't have, what do they call those, insiders or forget what the correct word was, when you got an insider, somebody that actually can drop some information, some exclusive information only that you would know and only that they would know, or people that's privy to, private information. I don't have any of that. All right. When I come up with my takes, I'm using my common sense and my passion for sports. You know what I mean? And sometimes I'm wrong. I ain't gonna sit here and just say I'm without flaw. But I can't tell y'all how many times in my 2 years of journalizing that I've said something, taking heat, and then an NBA player says something, and then nobody says, "Oh, well, Tone, you was right." I don't expect them to, but again, this is one of them situations because I've been saying this for as long as I've been in the game. I've given Draymond Green credit. I feel like he's a good NBA player, or I mean, my ridicule was more so with former NBA players. Carmelo Anthony, he just he just started a podcast, and I love his podcast. In fact, I'm about to make a video on something that he was talking about on his podcast the other day. But I can enjoy his podcast. I cannot enjoy Gilbert Arenas, man. For whatever reason, it's just not good. It's not good content to me, and I feel like Gilbert Arenas has a lot of youngsters or a lot of kids who don't, or let me say it like this, who didn't live through the past basketball eras. I feel like Gilbert Arenas has a lot of those guys following him, and so he can get away with just saying this outlandish stuff, or he can get away with saying one thing like LeBron James is the GOAT, and then saying another thing a month later like Michael Jordan is the GOAT. It's just like what is the trolling in and the credibility begin? And that's a question I got directly for Gilbert Arenas. When do we stop trolling, and then when do we get serious and start really giving substantial takes? Now, if that's not your thing, that's fine too. Come on over to Tony the Savant. You ain't getting nothing but substance, hard work, research, sleepless nights, to make sure that the information I'm giving y'all, if y'all so choose to go regurgitate it, you're gonna look validated. You're gonna look good. You know what I mean? Like I heard my boy Tony the Savant say it, or y'all can just take the take yourself. And you just repeat it. I don't really care as far as that goes, but these guys that's out here regurgitating what Gilbert Arenas said. It's too many of y'all, first of all, but second of all, again, it just kind of murkies up the sports dialogue and a lot of facts and get lost in the sauce because guys like to do, they cap artist thing. But that's all I have for this one. Shout out to Rob Parker again, Chris Broussard, that podcast, I Couple, I think it's called. I enjoy that podcast as well, especially when Rob Parker is on there talking. Chris Broussard is a habitual Clutch Sports, agent. So I can only enjoy Chris Broussard to a certain extent. But Rob Parker is one of the guys, again, that I really respect. And usually, when Rob is giving his takes, he's right on the money, usually. But I've heard him say some wild stuff too, respectfully. But I gotta side with him on this situation. But that's all I got for y'all on this one. Please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel as I drop content daily, go live daily. Stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and ideas more. Please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always intrigued to know what you all have to say about these topics. I am Tony the Savant. Thank y'all for the love and support. Peace.